G'day there ladies and gents of the internet, I am the Braveheart Aussie and welcome to a journey in world building. First off today, let me just take a moment to say a big thank you to everybody who has helped me reach the 40,000 subscriber mark here on my channel. When I started this project in October 2023, I was really eager to be able to share in the world building experience of a grimdark, post-apocalyptic sci-fi universe with all of you, and I'm thrilled to be able to continue our world building journey with such an incredible audience and community. So here is to more growth to come. For those of you new to the channel, these setting deep dive mini-series are a 3-part series where we explore specific elements of a new setting within the Dark Diaspora. Each of these videos covers a different topic or subject matter, including key facts and technical attributes about the setting, its economy and society of the people that are living there, and finally the local terrors, which are associated with the grimdark elements of the Dark Diaspora Journey in World Building project. These setting deep dives are part of phase 2 of our world building project, where we're looking at elements such as settings, factions, and potentially even narrative points and characters. You may notice that as we explore different settings, that the project as a whole has a very strong TTRPG vibe, and that's really born out of my personal experience playing Dungeons & Dragons and tabletop role-playing games, as well as the immersive works of sci-fi authors that I loved in my childhood. Today we're going to be setting out on a brand new deep dive settings series here on the channel, and we're going to explore another system within the Dark Diaspora. Thank you to everybody who voted in our most recent YouTube channel poll for helping us select this new setting. The voting was pretty close there for a little while, but I'm pleased to announce that we're going to be examining the Commonwealth of Falls Edge. Falls Edge is the name given to 2 Trojan asteroid clusters located in the orbit of a large blue and green gas giant called Asteroid in the Nilus system of the Gigantic expanse. Asteroid maintains a regular, albeit highly elliptical orbit around the star of Nilus. This results in the corresponding positions of the L4 and L5 Lagrange points of the Trojan asteroid clusters shifting over the course of the planet's 6-month orbit. This elliptical orbit also subjects the asteroids to extreme temperatures and radiation changes, and as a result the economy and society has adopted something of a seasonal approach to economic activity, which we will touch on next week. Fortunately for the 2 asteroid clusters, the Nilus star is an M-class red dwarf, meaning that it has a relatively low mass and luminosity at just 0.4. It is also incredibly stable, meaning that even when the planet approaches its perigee with the star, the chances of asteroids being subject to extreme radiation events like solar storms is incredibly low. Despite these favourable conditions, peak proximity to the star generally renders any form of space travel or exterior activities extremely hazardous and are generally avoided by the populace. Additionally, the small size of the star compared to the relatively large size of the gas giant itself means that the L4 and L5 Lagrange points remain broadly stable despite the elliptical orbit of the planet around the star. This is a comparatively unique setting, as until the discovery of Falls Edge, it was believed that the maintenance of somewhat stable Lagrange points required a broadly circular orbit of the planet around its host star. Despite this, however, the elliptical orbit can create some instability among each of the asteroid clusters, though this is now generally rectified through the use of anti-gravity suspensors to maintain the position of asteroids as they transit around the star every 6 months. The 2 asteroid clusters are rich in a diverse range of highly valuable minerals, including titanium, platinum, and palladium groups. Over 40,000 asteroids have been catalogued between the 2 Trojan clusters, which at the time of the Dark Diaspora were collectively home to over 1.9 million people. Despite the large number of asteroids in each of the clusters, the population is concentrated on only a handful of major dwarf planet shepherds, the largest of which serve as the twin capitals of Falls Edge. The first cluster, which leads along the orbit of the planet ahead about 60 degrees, is referred to as Hapy, and it has the capital dwarf planet of Aegyptus. This is a roughly spherical Ceres analog type world with a deep green regolith reflecting its rich copper composition. The second trailing cluster is referred to as Iteru, and its capital is Danaus. This is the largest of the dwarf shepherds in the cluster and is a light grey and orange coloured planetoid with a very thin carbon dioxide atmosphere. All settlements are artificial in nature and include predominantly stations constructed and assembled on the surface of planetoids and various asteroids. There are also a large number of free-floating industrial platforms throughout both asteroid clusters, which provide some secondary accommodation, though the vast majority of the platforms are automated to allow them to continue to operate during the down season. And that is where we're going to leave our very first episode of this mini-series for the Commonwealth of Falls Edge today. It's a much bigger one next time, when we cover the history and society and economy of this new setting, but I had a lot of fun exploring this today and setting the scene for a very unique type of system, something very different to what we've seen before. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you go and hit that like button, subscribe. Also make sure you go and leave a comment below, as I'm really eager to get some more engagement on our videos going forward. But that is it for today. Thank you so much. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and may the journey continue.